In more local news tonight, we've got new information on last night's breaking news. It involves a 12-year-old girl who was injured in a drive-by shooting. The girl's family now tells News4Jax she was not the intended target. They also said that she's doing better as she recovers from her gunshot wound to the leg. That shooting happened about 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon on Buffalo Avenue. That's in the Panama Park neighborhood on Jacksonville's north side. News4Jax reporter Eric Avenier joining us now live from JSO headquarters with the latest on the investigation.
Well, Kent, detectives here at JSO headquarters said that the girl was with an adult relative when she was shot. Today, we learned from family members that that adult relative was the intended target. We also spoke with people who heard the gunshots and who saw the vehicle that they believe to be involved in that shooting. A father in this Panama Park neighborhood we are not identifying for safety reasons says Buffalo Avenue was quiet on Thursday until around 5 p.m. That's when gunfire erupted.
I was in my home getting my 4-year-old ready to go to the park. We were heading down the stairs and I heard between 5 to 10, what I thought at first were just fireworks going off, but I saw out the window immediately afterwards people scattering and diving on the ground, so I obviously assumed it was gunshots after that. I took my son and I got him low and away from all the windows, and we kind of just hid while everything calmed down.
Another neighbor said she also heard the gunshots.
After the gunshots went off, I saw just a car driving by with like a bag on the back, and they were kind of speeding off.
A third neighbor we spoke with off camera said she heard the gunshots, looked out her window, and saw a girl fall to the ground. Police say the girl was a 12-year-old who was shot in the leg during a drive-by shooting. It happened here at the corner of Buffalo Avenue and East 58th Street. Police say the girl was with an adult relative when she was shot. A family member told me the relative she was with was the intended target. After I was told that information, another family member showed up and told her relative not to say anything more to me. What led up to the shooting remains unclear, and why someone would point a gun in the direction of a child and pull the trigger is also baffling.
How could you do that to a kid? Pretty much all of us, all the way down the road, have said that. I've talked to a bunch of, like 3 or 4 of our neighbors at this point, and that's about everybody's sentiment is why a kid.
They wouldn't have cared if my 4-year-old was there either, more than likely, and that just says something about who they are as a person, and that's terrible.
This crime scene tape is all that's left of what was a chaotic scene on Thursday. Aside from the 2 people who spoke with us in an audio-only recording to talk about what they saw and what they heard, no one else in this community is willing to talk on camera or in an audio recording because they fear retaliation, only to tell us off camera that they are very upset and very angry that a child was shot. Former JSO Director of Investigations turned News4Jax crime and safety analyst Tom Hackney says it's common for neighbors to remain silent to protect themselves.
Whether it's talking to police, whether it's talking to news reporters who want to try to bring some information and shed some light on these stories, the lack of cooperation, although frustrating, it certainly can be understood. The good side of that is there are things like Crime Stoppers that exist that you can remain totally anonymous and make those calls and share what information you may have.
If anyone has information about the shooting, they can call JSO or Crime Stoppers at the number on the screen. Information you provide could help lead to an arrest and conviction of the person or people involved. Now, yesterday's incident wasn't the first time this year in which a child was injured during a drive-by shooting here in Jacksonville. Back in early January, a 4-year-old was wounded during a drive-by shooting on Oak Lawn Road. That's, of course, is on the north side. The child was sitting in an SUV when she was wounded. The shooter in that case has also not been captured. Reporting live from outside JSO headquarters, Eric Avenier, Channel 4, the local station.